Namaste everyone, welcome back. I hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing and farewell season is here. So a lot of schools have started having their farewells, and also I think in a couple of months a lot of college students will also start having their farewells, which is why I thought I've seen so many people comment on others' Instagram videos and photos and also YouTube videos. And at the same time, I feel there are so many people who are clueless as to what to wear to their farewell, how to dress up, what options they can have, because I know that I was on the same boat when I was in school as well as college. And I think that I would have really appreciated if someone would have given me an advice like this, or had I come across a video like this, because I think farewell is one of those times where, you know, you've been in your school for 12 years, been in your college for 3-4 years, and you have this one day to have the most fun and to look the best that you've ever looked in all these years. And I genuinely think that the hype that the day farewell carries is 100% real, because I've been through it and I totally understand the significance that it holds in our lives. So anyway, that's a lot of rant, that's just a lot of emotional talk that I thought would be important to set the mood of the video. So circling back to the topic of today's video, I'm not going to show you guys sari options because I don't think that it is very practical for me to show you sari designs that you would exactly be able to replicate, which is why I will share my tips, tricks and inspirations that you guys can perhaps incorporate in building your own farewell ensemble. So without any more time, because this introduction has already been very long, let's just get started. My first tip is something that I think would have solved half of my life's problems had I known about pre-draped saris. Yes. So I think when I was in school, pre-draped saris were not really a concept. Also in college, I wore the regular sari, and for me, it was such a huge struggle, I remember. And till date, I am so thankful for this one friend who helped me drape my sari properly, because I was a complete noob at it. And let's just be real, if you don't have a lot of practice in draping saris, it can get a little tricky and look a little messy. And in these situations, pre-draped saris are like your best friends. And I've emphasized this in my previous videos as well, that the kind of flair and the way that a pre-draped sari flatters every body type is absolutely beautiful, and also the fact that you can literally wear them in 2 minutes is absolutely insane. Which is why I would say, if you are actually looking for options to buy for your farewell saris, then do consider going for pre-draped options as well, because who knows, you might find brilliant designs, and coupled with the convenience that they offer, nothing beats them. Tip number 2, do not load yourself with jewelry. I'm so proud of myself that whether it was my school farewell or my college farewell, I never loaded myself with jewelry. Now, this has 2 reasons behind it. A lot of jewelry tends to make you look older, whereas minimal and less jewelry can make you look a lot more youthful. Reason number 2 is, of course, because you'll be carrying less jewelry, you'll have more room to move around. And essentially, I feel farewells are all about having fun, dancing, partying, more than anything else. And handling your jewelry, fixing them every 2 minutes is definitely not something that you would be looking forward to on your farewell. And especially if you're wearing a sari that has a lot of heavy work, then going with heavy jewelry is just going to look a lot more confusing. The jewelry is also going to get lost in your sari as well, so neither your sari will be the center point of your outfit, nor will your jewelry. So if your sari is plain, perhaps you can go for one statement piece so that the attention is on the jewelry, but going overboard with both of them might not be the best idea. So keep your jewelry light and manageable. Point number 3. In most cases, I think in 99% of the cases, I've seen that farewells are usually day functions. And the best colors that go well with day functions are lighter colors. Of course, there's no restriction that you cannot wear darker colors like black or navy blue or anything of that sort. If that's your jam, if that's your cup of tea, 100% go for it. But I would say, because it's a day function, lighter colors will also make you sweat less. So if given a preference, you can go for lighter shades instead of darker ones. And do not go for saris that you would essentially only be able to wear at weddings. So if you're wearing a very heavy Banarsi sari, perhaps that would not be the best thing to carry on your farewell. Yes, it would look absolutely gorgeous at a wedding function, but for the farewell, something like that might not be the best idea. So just play around with your personal taste and what you're comfortable with for the best results. Number 4, and something that I have not seen a lot of people talk about, the importance of fabric. Now, if you are someone who's going to wear a sari for the first time, the worst fabric that you can choose is satin. Why? Because satin in general is such a hard fabric to manage. In fact, till date, I do have a lot of practice in wearing saris, but handling a satin sari is still such a huge task for me. I don't know how, but somehow the pleats start opening up even when you pin them in place. I just don't know what it is with satin saris. But if you're going to a function that you are going to be attending only for 1 or 2 hours, perhaps that's okay. But if you're a first time wearer, do not go for satin fabrics. If you do have a lot of practice, if you have mastered wearing saris and pinning them up like a pro, then 100% satin is going to look so beautiful. It's such a luxurious and decadent fabric, if I may. So satin is definitely a good choice if you're a pro in wearing saris. But if you are a noob like me, then Georgette and chiffon are going to be your best friends because they're going to be lightweight. They're not going to weigh your sari down. So petticoat is not going to be sliding after 3 hours because of the weight of the sari. Georgette and chiffons are going to be great options. Otherwise, if you also have other options in fabric available, what I would suggest is wear a sari for about 2 to 3 hours in advance at home and see how comfortable you are in it. This is definitely going an extra mile to check if you're going to be comfortable wearing one on your on the D-Day, but it is definitely going to be way better than going to the washroom again and again and having to fix your sari. Otherwise, if you're still too lazy to try this out, the best alternative is to go for safer options: Georgette, chiffon or pre-drape saris. Number 5, and the most imperative of all, good shoes. Now, I have made this mistake of wearing heels on my school farewell, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I really regretted it towards the end. Because like I said, farewell is all about having fun, running around to your teachers, your fellow classmates, your juniors, and just getting hundreds of photos clicked. And in all of that running around, heels are definitely not going to be your best friend. If you, however, think that you would like your footwear to impart some height to you, I'd suggest going for 2 inches maximum. Like, that's the max that you should go for if you're comfortable running around in heels. Otherwise, flats, flats, flats for the win. If you think you want to wear something fancy, there are plenty of fancy options available even if you go for flats. Trust me, you're gonna thank me later for convincing you to wear flats, but walking home with your heels in your hands and blisters on your feet is not going to be a good farewell memory, let me tell you that. Speaking from experience, I am so happy that I decided to wear flats for my college farewell. I was able to have so much fun, I danced so much, and even after the function we decided to just, take a walk around college and just chill with each other. I was super comfortable, unlike the ones who had chosen to wear heels. Number 6 is a subjective suggestion, if I may, is to use your mom's sari instead of buying it. Now, this is just a suggestion. If you want to go ahead and buy a sari, I'm definitely not stopping you. But what I feel is, if you decide to get a sari for yourself, the array of options that you have can be overwhelming, and it'll be difficult for you to decide the kind of sari that you actually want to wear because of the plethora of options. But if you do raid your mom's closet, and trust me, everyone's mom's wardrobe is a hidden gem, I can guarantee you'll definitely find something that is going to be so beautiful. My mom's and grandmom's wardrobes have honestly never disappointed me whenever I've thought of wearing saris or Indian wear. So this is just a word of advice that I wanted to share. If you know exactly what you want, perhaps buying can be a better option for you because you know exactly what you're looking for. But going out searching without any inspiration can get a little overwhelming, and moms and grandmoms saris are going to be your best friends in that situation. My last point is kind of a sub point of the previous one, is to use crop tops if you do not have the exact blouse measurements. Now, a lot of times if you are raiding your mom's and grandmom's closets, of course you will not have the blouse stitched to your exact same size, and a lot of times you also might not like the fit, cut or the design of the blouse itself. So in these cases, the best option is to try crop tops. Crop tops are super trendy. The best part about them is you can also pair them up with jeans or trousers later on. So repurposing is also a very important factor that plays a role here. Now, the best places to find good crop top options could be Zara, H&M, Myntra, and the best of all, I think, is Urbanic, because you get affordable options as well as really trendy designs. And in fact, another advantage that you'll have with going for a crop top is that you can design the sari however you want to. You can choose your blouse if you want to color block your look. You can choose it if you want to match the blouse with your sari. You can choose one that has a lot of shimmer on it so it looks very party appropriate. And you can also choose one that probably looks like a very basic t-shirt for a really nice and quirky look. So a blouse can actually turn around the entire look of the sari, and going for crop tops is going to give you so many options based on your personal taste and how you want to style yourself for the special day. So if I have to encapsulate all of my tips in one line, I'd say remember, less is more. Do not overdress thinking this is the last time you're going to be meeting your colleagues, teachers, batchmates and juniors. You will get plenty of opportunities to do that. And believe me, when you look back, you'll actually be thankful that you did not overdress and overdo things, because simplicity is the key to dressing up for these special events. Again, all of these tips were based on my personal experience, my taste and my style. If you, however, do not agree with any of these tips, 100% you guys are entitled to your own opinion, as I am of my own. So I hope my tips and tricks proved to be helpful to you guys, and hopefully you should be able to find your dream sari and dream outfit for your farewell. And if you do, please don't forget to share your beautiful farewell pictures with me on social media. I'd love to see all of your pictures. All of my social media handles will be linked over here at the bottom of the screen and also in the description bar in case you want to connect with me there. Don't forget to check out other videos on the channel, and if you do like the content that I have for you, please do consider subscribing and hit the like button so the algorithm knows that you like this video and it pushes it to more people so that more people can join the channel. It would mean the absolute world to me if you would also subscribe to the channel. It really motivates me to keep going. And until then, I'll see you very soon in my next video with a really fun fashion, DIY or lifestyle video. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.